So today we have a topic, loops. So why we use loops? What is loop? So let me tell you with an example. You are in a company and you have given a task to write thousands and 10,000 names within fraction of minutes. So do it manually. It is impossible to do it because we have less time and we have a lot of work. So to do it in fast and to do it in efficient way and in a small piece of code, we use loops. Loop is just a basically a piece of code that runs repeatedly again and again until a certain condition is satisfied. Basically, there are two types of loops, while loop and for loop. In both the loops, there are three steps: initiation, execution, and updation. Okay. So let me explain you while loop with an help of an example. So if you want to print the even numbers from 0 to 50, this is a task we have to do it. So first, here comes the first step, initiation. We are initializing the number with a variable. Okay, so this is called as a loop variable. I have initialized a number. Okay, I is equal to 0. Now this initial loop variable, with the help of this loop variable, we are doing this next step, that is condition, while I is less than or equal to 50. Okay, so here comes, we have taken and then we are printing it. Now comes the third step, updation, and it is most important in while loop because if we don't, it will go infinitely. Okay, so it is, we don't want this output. We want to print even numbers from 0 to 50, but it is printing zeros. Why? Because I is equal to 0, 0 is less than or equal to 50, then it will print infinitely. Okay, so we need to give a modification. I will explain you what is modification. Let me do it first. Okay, so I am giving a increment function here. Okay, so I have given an increment function here. What I have done is, if I is equal to 0, I is equal to 0, I is less than 50, print I, then it comes here. Okay, then what the value is 0, then that 0 is incremented plus 2 and it becomes 2, and the value is given 2, I becomes 2, then again it is been checked, I is less than or 2 is less than 50, yes, then it will print 2, then again until the value comes 50. When I is equal to 50, then it will check I is less than or equal to 50, yes, it will print, then here comes the 52. 52 is less than or equal to 50, no, then it will stop, it will not run furthermore. Okay, so this is a drawback of while loop, that we need to do updation or modification manually. Okay, and to avoid that, we use for loop. In for loop, same the three steps, but in for loop we oftenly use it because we can use for loop in lists, in tuples, in dictionaries, in sets. Okay, so let me explain you for loop with an help of the example. So if you want to print elements of list, then I've taken a list with a small list of my friends Harsh, Shoaib and Sanket, uh, and we are running a loop, a for loop. So same, I've initialized a variable I is equal I for I in my list. I have not taken any number, I've just initialized, and then I have passed in condition in my list, print I. So what is doing it here? I in my list, then I is equal to Harsh, yes, I is equal to Harsh, print I is equal to Shoaib, here I comes here, I is equal to Shoaib, print Shoaib, and then I comes here in the second, I is equal to Sanket, then it prints, so Harsh, Shoaib, Sanket. Okay, the next topic is range function. Range function, we use it, this is part of list. Okay, but we oftenly use for loop with the help of range. Range helps to iterate it, to make it more fluently used. So how we use here while loop. Same we are using for loop here. So here let us take the same example of that while loop. So for x in range, here I have initialized, I have pattern a condition. Now the second, third, it is done automatically. But why are we using this range function? Okay, so we are using a range function to to loop through a set of code through a specific number of times. Okay, through a specific number of times. Let me explain you. For x in range 0 to 50, this is the initial number from where we have to start and where we have to end. So this is the final value. Now we can do a step. If we do it this, it manually does it prints 0 to 50. Okay, but if you want to pass a condition like the even number which we have taken, so here comes the step. It will increase the value by 2. So 0 2 4 6 8 10, it will print plus 2. Okay, now comes the next part, break and continue. Okay, so we use break and continue as a name suggests. It breaks the loop and continue makes where we have stopped the loop, it starts continuing from there. Okay, so let me tell you with an example. That is I is equal to 10. I have taken I and I am now making it in a reverse order. Okay, so while I is less than or equal to 1, I is equal to I minus 1. Here 10, 9, 8, 7, until this it becomes I equal to 1. So it will comes in a decrement order. Okay, updation can be anything, plus, minus, multiplication, division, you can, and module, you can do anything, just it must satisfy a program. Okay, here comes the main purpose. I've taken a nested loop. If I is equal to 7, continue. Okay, here here here, if the number is 7, continue and print I. Let's see what happens. Okay, so it skipped the 7. Okay, I is less than 10, I is equal to 10, 10 is less than or equal to 1, yes, then decrement it, it becomes 8. It comes here because it is not 7, so 8 is less than or equal to 1, yes. uh, then it printed it, then it came here. Now 7 is less than or equal to 1, yes. 7 minus 1, 6. Now here comes the fun part. If I is equal to 7, we have given a condition, we have passed a condition to skip this, to skip 7. Okay, to skip 7. So here it what does, it is 7, skip it, continue. It will this makes skipping the things. It will continue with 6, not 7. It will not print 7. Okay, 6 5 4 3 2 1, it will print as it is, as we have passed only 7. If we have passed 5, it will skip 5, you can see. Okay, so let me tell you again. I is equal to 10. Okay, 10 is less than or equal to 1, yes. Okay, 10 minus 1, 9. Okay, it will print 9. Okay, 9 is less than or equal to 1, yes. 9 minus 1, 8. This condition does not satisfy, print 8. 7 6 5. Now 5 is less than or equal to 1, yes. 5 minus 1, 4. Now the condition is equal to 5, yes. Skip it because you have passed continue, so it will not see this print function, it will not print 5, it will skip and comes here. 4 is less than or equal to 1, as we have done here, we have passed here. Okay, 4 minus 1, 3, it will print 4, it will print 3, it will print 2, it will print 1. Okay, now I is equal to 10. Let me explain with a break now. Okay, I is equal to 10, same which is there. Now when in here, when condition comes 7, it will break, it will not continue, it will do nothing, it will just print 10 9 8 or 9 8. Yeah, 10 9 8, nothing else. Okay, it will break the continuous loop, it will not run any further. Okay, it will completely stop. Now comes the nested loop. Okay, so I is equal to 5. I have taken initializing number 5 with I. Okay, so I have taken I is equal to 5. I have run a loop. This is also a nested loop. This is also a nested loop. I'm just explaining you. This I loop will run outer side and this J will run inner side. I will explain you. Here what is happening, I have initialized I. Now I have passed a condition. It must be less than 0. Okay. Now decrement it. Now I have taken 50. Oh, it will be more. I have to set it to. Okay. So J is equal to 50. Okay. And while J is less than or equal to 0, I have passed a condition to J. I am printing it and I am same doing the updation here. Okay. So let me tell you what is happening here. Or not, let me take it 5 only. Okay, now it is printing 10 numbers. Let me tell you what happened here. So I have initialized the number I is equal to 2. I have passed the condition here. Okay, and it will decrement it. Okay, so this loop runs outside. When I have passed this loop, it will consider first this. Okay, so J is less than 0. I have passed J equal to 5. Okay, so it will run 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, then it comes here 2. It will run as simple as that. Okay, so thank you all.